Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Polly and today we're doing a fun video. We're doing a comparison, one of my favorites. Then when people look into these fragrances, it tends to be confusing. What's the difference? Which one to try? Both? Only one? Because sometimes they fall in the same category, especially when they're from the same brand. And people describe them in a very similar manner. So you're like, well, do they smell the same? What are we talking about? So today we're talking about Sicily right here and Wild Fruits here, both from Mancera, both the citrus fragrances, both are perfect for spring and summer, and both are unisex. Now, what is the difference, right? Which one should you pick if you're looking into them? So let's start with the notes. Let's jump into Sicily first. So Sicily I already had for a while. I've been using it. You can barely tell there's a little dent. It doesn't take much. You don't need a lot. So these are definitely not an overspray kind of fragrance. If you want, you can. Nothing's going to happen, but you know, it's not a necessity. Either way, notes. On the top with Sicily, we have mandarin orange, peach, grapefruit, pineapple, bergamot, and apple. Jasmine, rose, violet, ylang ylang in the heart, and in the base, white musk and woody notes. This is not a musky fragrance, okay? Just it's not a musky fragrance. Oh God, it's so good. It's so good. I just sprayed it here and here. I just wanted to kind of get the, it's so fresh. It's fresh. It's a sweet citrus. It's a sweet, stunning freaking citrus. I adore it. This is 100% unisex. It doesn't lean feminine or masculine at all. I know that people interpret unisex in a different way. For somebody it leans more feminine, and somebody it leans more masculine. I don't find it here. I can imagine a man wearing this. I can imagine a woman wearing it. It's just a great citrus. It's a Sicilian bright yellow citrus, kind of in sugar. You know when you kind of dump it in sugar like a slice and then you eat it? And that taste, it's kind of like that. So I don't get a lot of floral. The florals are not what's dominating the fragrance for me. It's all about the citrus. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. Zero issues with performance. It's a dumb reach. It's a dumb reach fragrance. One of my favorite. You can wear it to the gym, anywhere you want. Is this a going out at night? Probably not, but if you want, who really cares? It's no one's business what you want to do. Now, Wild Fruits, on the other hand, you know what? They smell different. They do. Okay, so here it is. On the top, we have kumquat, makes a big difference. Citruses, so, okay, for granted, it kind of drives me insane when there's the word citruses, okay? And after that, we have, which before we had kumquat, okay, citruses, and then lemon and grapefruit. So what other citruses did we leave? Like the oranges and the mandarins? Either way. Okay. Then in the heart, we have fruity notes, peach, apple, which are fruits. Either way, blackcurrant and violet. And in the base, we have white musk. Again, it's not musky, and cedar. So the base is very similar for both, okay? So Wild Fruits, softer, rounder citrus. The kumquat does remind me of the, one second. So like I was saying, because this one has kumquat, also Montal's Soleil de Capri has kumquat. Some people don't even know what it is, but when you have two fragrances and you smell both, you're like, now you can recognize where it comes from. Also has more similarity to the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I have the intense one. Not Sicily. Okay, so technically if you have this one, do you need Wild Fruits? No, not necessarily. If you're obsessed with this kind of scent and you want something similar but slightly different, sure, Wild Fruits, check it out. You would love it. Sicily is different. It's more about the lemon, okay? But it's so good. Man, it's so good. It's so beautiful. Wild fruits, also not as potent in projection, not as aggressive. It's not that Sicily is very aggressive, but if you compare the two, wild fruits is kind of a little bit more tamed, and you get more fruits. I will say there is a little bit of kind of bitterness, maybe from the black currant. It's more fresh. There's more lightness, more airiness, more freshness. Compared more, a little bit maybe more floral, more fruity, but just a little bit. It's not like a very blunt floral or very blunt sweet fruity fragrance or anything like that. Both are great, and I have both. I just love these kind of fragrances. I love them for my personal summer. I love them for spring, and I just want something sometimes just to kind of wake me up and not really have a certain attitude or a way about, just to smell good and fresh. And that's about it. And you know, that is precisely, we're gonna go with wild fruits. It's my new baby. You know, you just want to smell sporty, or I don't know, just smell good. Okay, now when I smell a bit like kind of really spray it heavily, so that's what I picked up yesterday. I was smelling it again yesterday, and I picked up on some bitterness that, okay, it's gonna sound bad, but bear with me. You know, when you buy like a house cleaner, all-purpose cleaner, and it's a citrus fragrance, okay? Then right next to it, there is this organic brand. And for some reason, it's $7. You're like, okay, $7 for cleanser, right? For like an all-purpose cleaner. And this is $2. You're like, what's the difference? Both are citrus. When you smell the one for $7, you're like, wow, like essential oils, what's happening? So it kind of goes, that bitterness, it gives me a really good, expensive, all-purpose cleaner tone. Like, this doesn't smell like a cleaning solution. Just that note kind of takes my mind into that category. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. It's maybe just me, and that is it. But you know, I only speak for myself here. But I love it. I wish my house smelled like this. It would be wonderful. Sicily, oh God, it's so good. So good. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to slice lemons and put them in sugar. And I would eat the whole thing with the peel. And that is how Sicily smells to me. It's how that combo tasted. The meat, the peel, and all that sugar. Oh, it's so good. All right, guys. So I hope you got an idea the difference between the two. Better performance, more potent, more about the lemon with sweetness. This is a lighter, fresher citruses, but the kumquat is a different type of citrus, and that's what's dominating everything here for me. Maybe a little bit more floral than Sicily. I mean, there is floral supporting this one, but I wouldn't put it in the floral fragrance category. It's definitely a citrus category for sure. Yeah, so neither of them, that's what makes them really unisex in my opinion. So, ta-da, take your pick. And I really do think that these are relatively comparable, especially with this one. So if you have one of these, do you need really wild fruits? I would say no, but if you love the citrus, then check out the Sicily. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining and watching this video. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or thumbs down if you didn't, and do subscribe. It is for free. All right, guys, thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.